Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Happy Sunday, December 28th, 2025. The last Sunday of 2025 and the last Sunday that we have to watch NFL football this year. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to make the best of it. We have a full slate of games today with playoff implications on the line absolutely everywhere. And so we're going to break some of those down. So we're going to break down my favorite bets of the day, anything else like that. Drop it in the chat. Let's talk about it. But before I go any further, do just want to take a moment, shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. But let's not waste any time. Again, we have a full slate of games today. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm ready for it. Let's dive in. First game on the slate for us. We do have my Arizona Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals 7-point favorites at home. 53.5 is the total. And as you can probably imagine, the public all over the Bengals here, which makes complete sense. The Cardinals are 3-12, and they're 3-12 for a reason. This team is absolutely dead. And they've been dead for weeks. They've been dead since the start of the season. This team just absolutely hasn't had the juice all season long. And then you're dealing with all of the injuries in the world on offense. And the only real shining part of this team is Trey McBride. And that's why you go ahead and add Trey McBride anytime touchdown to my card. I absolutely love Trey McBride getting in the end zone again. And, he's, again, the only good thing about this Cardinals team. Besides that, I do see this being a little bit more of a dogfight. Jacoby Brissett is able to get into those, slinging competitions. And yeah, again, take a couple Trey McBride props on the over. He's going to have himself a game. But so is Joe Burrow, so is Jamar Chase, so is T. This Bengals team is going to run wild on the Cardinals offense. I am going to take the over 53.5 here. Just because the Bengals offense runs like a dream doesn't mean that defense has shown up at all this season, and is partially why they're 5-10. I am going to also take the Bengals minus the 7. I am going to take Bengals minus the 7. BXRT, what you got? Waddle or Henderson? Oh, also, good luck, everybody, today in your fantasy championships, if you are lucky enough to be there. Out of the 9 leagues I started with, I have only made 1 championship, and I can only blame myself. That was bad. Anyway, sorry. BXRT, I'm gonna lean on Waddle today. I like Dolphins today over, the Buccaneers. I'm taking the Dolphins plus 5.5. I like Waddle for a touchdown today, and I'm ready for him to get going. The Bucs have just been so flat. It's been terrible. Rich, thank you for the follow, brother. Tet or Wilson, I played Henry. Oh, way to be. Tet or Wilson, I've been loving what T-Mac. First of all, he came out and said, it's T-Mac. And Huday, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you. It's T-Mac, and I love T-Mac. Brian Chalk, thank you. What's good, brother? And I got to say, though, T-Mac's been unbelievable. I love what the Panthers have been doing. However, that Seahawks defense is very legit, and I think is going to give the Panthers some fits today. So I would be leaning with Wilson, excuse me. Kid from Brownard, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you, dog. But yeah, good luck to your guys' fantasy teams today, and let's get the season going. T-Law, May, or Burrow. Bro, you're in a good spot then if those are the 3 quarterbacks you're picking out of today. I love Joe Burrow against the Cardinals defense. He's going to have himself an absolute day. I am very convinced about that. With that being said, what's the Monday night game again? I always forget. Rams, Falcons. Between May and Burrow. I love Drake May. I've been loving what Drake May's been doing, and I think he's going to have an absolute day against that Jets offense. That Jets defense. I think it's going to be, will he play the whole game or not? I would probably lean. Lawrence. Actually, no. I would go with Burrow. He's facing the worst defense out of those 3. What was your take on Jags versus Colts? Didn't hear. I'm a Jags fan. I haven't gotten to that game yet, but I am leaning on the Jags in a close one, man. In a close one. If this was a 7-point game, then I'm probably taking the Colts here. And give me a hook as well. I'd buy it up to the hook. I love what Phillip Rivers has been doing, and he is playing like an absolute veteran who is joining at the end of the season and is 44 years old. I like him, though. I like him, but the Jaguars have been firing on all cylinders. Ever since Liam Cohen came in and said, Duval, then he's been lights out, and I love what the Jags are doing. Give me Jags minus the 5.5 today. Stranger Johnson. I love Strange today. I love Strange. Feels like a 3-sided coin flip. Yeah, I agree with you, Vin. I agree with you. You're in a great spot, bro. Barner or Parkinson. I know. Kittle, that Kittle news today was rough. That was rough. I would probably lean Barner, though. T-Law or May, I'd probably go with Drake May today. I think Drake May is going to get another 300-yard game under his belt. He's a dog. Need a win or Texans take the division. Yeah, the Colts. I thought the Colts were already eliminated. Were they not? Did I read something incorrectly? Which is possible. English is hard. No, I'm seeing that the Colts were eliminated with the shenanigans that happened on Thursday and Saturday. I believe it was that Texans win that knocked them out finally. If my memory serves me correctly. Barner or Juwan Johnson. I like Juwan Johnson today. Diggs or Gainwell for the flex. Ooh, I'd probably lean on Gainwell. I think Diggs is just going to get all the coverage today. Got Strange's backup for Kittle. You're going to be solid, bro. Taysom Hill or Tyler Warren. I'd Kittle. Give me 2 seconds. How's Tyler Warren been with? Because I don't have those stats on hand. Luckily, AI is a thing, and we'll see if AI is right. Since Phillip Rivers took over. All right, let me let that think on it for a minute. Because I like Taysom Hill today. I do think the Saints-Titans game is going to be a sneaky close game, but I'm all over the Saints minus the 1.5. I think that's solid. Rivers. Yep. Yeah, no, I'd go Taysom Hill today over Warren. Sorry. Barner or Juwan Johnson. I'm leaning Barner today. Yeah, opponent had Lamb and Gibbs. Oof. Ethan, I'm praying for you, brother. Good luck, man. We're gonna get Tungus off my waivers. Tungus seems like the safer pick in my opinion. That seems like the safer pick just because, man, the Saints, you don't really know what Tyler Shuck, who he's going to be looking for, what he's going to be doing, but I love the Saints today, I will say. I'd probably, I don't hate Tungus today. Steelers-Browns. Talk about another game playoff implication. Steelers win. They're in the playoffs. Ravens out of the playoffs. So Ravens fans everywhere right now, some serious. So I'm sitting at 60. There you go, brother. Steelers-Browns. Steelers win. They're in. They lose. Ravens still have a chance to hop on into the playoffs. Listen, this Browns defense is incredible. That's been the best part of this team. However, the other side of the coin is the offense is rough. The offense is very rough. Shedeur Sanders doing what he's done. I think he's definitely earned himself an opportunity next year to compete for that starting job. I think he is talented enough. And like I said, I think he was drafted appropriately and he got his chance and he's balling. And I can appreciate that. The Steelers will go ahead and put belt to ass today, though. Steelers minus 3.5. I don't like the hook there, but I do think that Browns defense typically has been dying down a little bit in the second half, and I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take serious advantage of that. Give me DK. No, forgot DK Metcalf got suspended. And I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? You should not, the athlete should not have physical contact with fans. Okay, I think we can all agree with that. But, also he punched his wig. Come on, not a big deal. Of all the things that have happened between fans and athletes, that's not the worst. And where's security? Why isn't security telling the guy to chill out a bit? That's all I'm saying. Ibuka or Michael Carter? I'll be honest. I don't trust the Bucs right now at all. I think that injury for Baker Mayfield is a lot worse than anyone is letting on to be. Don't get me wrong. He's still going out there. He's still balling, but he does that every year. Every year, especially towards the end of the season, it feels like he does have that one injury that just kind of pushes it over. And yeah, it's playable and everything, but the Bucs are just playing very flat to me. I'd go with Carter today. And I'm not a fan of it, but I would go Carter. So are we going Tongas or Taysom? Brian. In my opinion, Brian, again, this is your team, your championships. You do what you believe is best. I would be leaning Tongas. Taysom Hill to me is just a little bit of a wild card. And now that I've said that, he's probably going to have 5 touchdowns today. So I do apologize. But that's my lean. I'm leaning Tongas. Leaning the Tongs. Is it Tongas? Am I saying that right? Ethan, you got May, Cook, Bijan, Olave, Nico, Strange, Evans, Pats, D, and Kicker. Whoo! Go ahead and get that ring sized up, bud. Get that ring sized up. Drake May, I mean, seriously, give me Drake May over on passing yards. Give me Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Give me Drake May rushing for however many yards. And honestly, give me Drake May to run one in today. I think it's going to be a big Drake May day. And I would say it's coming out party, but it's against the New York Jets. So that's not really a coming out party for anyone. Is Tyrod Taylor starting for the Jets? Or did they go with someone else now? That's right. Brady Cook's getting the start. Why don't we get Hooker in there? Let's get Hendon Hooker in there. I want to see what he can do. Get him some reps. Maybe next week. In the chip in other leagues too. Ethan, my man. You're killing it, bro. You out here. You're just making it happen. I respect the hell out of it. You're killing it, bro. Kill it. Get a couple of rings sized up, man. Next time I'm live, I want you to come in here and be like, yo, I got 3. Got 3 of them bitches. No, that'll be good. Good luck today, brother. Giants Raiders. Is anybody watching that game? Please let me know. Because if you are, I gotta say, you're a dog. You're a dog because that's a wild game. That's gonna be a shit game. Give me the over. Last one. T-Law, Williams, or May? Bro, I think Williams is going to have a fit today. I would definitely bench Caleb. Bench Caleb. I'm probably starting. I'm starting May. There's no question about it. I'm starting May. Pats and Giants and Seahawks. Pats, Giants, Seahawks. I like that parlay. I like that. Be 3 out of the last 4 years. Holy crap. Dang. Ethan, you're a firefighter? Thank you for what you do, brother. Olave or T. Higgins? Oof, give me T today. I truly believe the Bengals. You remember that game a couple of years ago where the Dolphins seemed like they had it all figured out? You know what I mean? Where they were just running all over. I forgot who they were playing, but they put up like 50 points that game. And it was just an absolute track meet. That is very much how I foresee the Bengals Cardinals going today. The Bengals are just going to run circles and routes around the Arizona defense. It's going to be like practice for them, I think. This Cardinals team is so bad. They're so bad. We need to do so much during the offseason. It's crazy. And we're not going to do half of the stuff we really need to do. And now we got to draft a fucking quarterback. I don't want to draft a fucking quarterback. All right, we're going to stop talking about the Cardinals. It makes me sad. But yeah, go T. Higgins today, Henry. Winning 3 out of 5. Jeez. Lex, you're killing it, brother. Killing it. Eagles, Bills. Eagles already clinching a spot. I believe the Bills have as well already. So, yeah, they did. It's just seeding now at this point, except for the Eagles who clinched the division. I mean, I'm taking the Bills in Highmark. I'm taking the Bills. This Eagles team, they're rough, man. Cardinals Super Bowl next year. Thanks for lifting my spirits. I needed a good laugh. Yeah, Bills all day today. What else do we got in here? Michael Carter at for sure. Flex. Have Pittman, Strange, Tucker on the bench. The only one I might give a look to is Strange, if we're going to be honest. But I do I like Michael Carter, and he ain't going to have Jacoby Brissett ain't going to have a lot of people to throw to. And Ethan, thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate you. So yeah, Michael Carter will be solid. Choose one, please. Rico Dowdle, Michael Carter, DJ Moore, or Burden. Ethan in the chat. I'd bench more today. Bench Burden. I'm between Dowdle and Carter. I'm probably leaning a little bit more Dowdle. No, I lied to you. I'm leaning more Carter. Seahawks or Panthers? I think the Seahawks defense is going to put a chokehold on the Panthers. Give me the Seahawks today. Ethan, thank you for the follow, brother. Jags versus Colts spread. I'm on the Jags spread reluctantly. I hate where the line's at 5.5. I wish it was not there. I think the Colts have got it though. Last two games Phillip played, they were close, weren't they? Or am I going crazy? Seahawks was close. San Francisco, they just got outran at the end there. You know what? Give me the Colts today plus the 5.5. I do think the Jags win this game. Phillip Rivers has been playing solid. Browns upset. Oh, no. No, that's not happening today. Don't get me wrong. I know Mike Tomlin hasn't won 10 games in forever, but like I do think he'll be able to get over that hump pretty easy today. Taysom or Warren? I'm leaning Tyler Warren there, Braden. Tongus or Strange? I'm leaning Strange. Allen or Burrow against give me Allen. Jacoby Myers or Harold Fannin? Give me Myers today. I think Myers is going to have to be a good third option. It's going to get used a lot today. Swift, Marvin Harrison, Tracy or Gainwell? I'd probably be leaning Gainwell there. Definitely leaning Gainwell. I mean TJ, not DK. Oh, TJ. I'll go TJ. Brissett going to carry me, or should I go with T-Law? You're in a tough spot, bro. I'm not going to lie. That Colts defense isn't a joke. You know what I mean? The Bengals is, though. Again, I have the over in the Cardinals-Bengals game. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be okay. I don't have a lot of faith in this Cardinals team whatsoever, though. So do with that information what you will. Shador been balling Myles Garrett. Yeah, no. I understand where you're coming from, DJ Dom DeRose. I hope I got that right. I think that Steelers defense is going to be too much, and Tomlin's going to scheme up a bunch of shit that Shador hasn't seen yet, and it's going to be a lot of pressures and that O-line can't handle. And, that Steelers O-line, you wish it was a little bit better, but Aaron Rodgers is going to get that ball out so fast, him and Myles ain't even going to see each other. Diggs or Irving in the flex? I'd probably go with Diggs. That's a tough one. I'd probably go Diggs. Purdy or Burrow? I'd go Burrow. I love that. I love the Chicago defense. That's the only part of the defense I really have faith in. McBride or Fannin? Give me McBride today against that shitty Bengals defense. Taysom or Jawan Johnson? Give me Jawan Johnson today. Brissett or T-Law? Gosh, I'm so sorry for whoever's in the Brissett T-Law position today. That's a tough spot to be in. I would probably lean Brissett. I think Trevor Lawrence is going up against a much better defense. 49ers over Bears. That's the way I'm leaning, Carey. A lot of injuries coming out late on the on the 49ers, but like Fred Warner, he's getting ankle surgery. That's right. That sucks for Fred Warner. Where was that report I was reading? I forgot. Oh well. Browns or Jags D? I'd go with the Jags D. I think they're going to be good for at least an interception against the Rivers. Charbonnet or Pollard versus Mooney in the flex. I would probably lean Mooney. Mooney or Pollard. I'll go Juwan Johnson over Taysom Hill. Pat spread. Yeah, it's a scary one at 13.5, but I don't think they're going to have a problem covering 2. Brissett, Lawrence, Burrow. Flip a coin between Brissett and Burrow. I'd probably lean Brissett, though. Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Drake London. Give me T. Higgins today. Absolutely going to have a game. Juwan Johnson or Tongus? I'm probably leaning Tongus. Warren or Strange? I'd probably go Warren. Stranger Waller? I'd probably go Waller. Oh, yeah, I'd go Waller. I'd probably go Waller. I think Waller probably is good for 2 today. I think that Bucs defense is so flat. Just so flat. They don't got a lot in it. Juwan Johnson or Tongus? I'm probably leaning Tongus. Saints Titans? I'm on the Saints today. I think it's going to be a closer game than people are expecting. But I do think Tyler Shuck and the boys are going to get her done. Pittman or Hill at the flex? I'd probably be leaning Pittman. I'd probably be that's been Phillip Rivers' first read most plays. So I'd probably lean there, bro. That's just where I'm at, though. That's where I'm at. Afternoon games aren't only 2 afternoon games. That's the worst part about Christmas. Like the Christmas games and everything. We only get 2 afternoon games. Like, why can't we spread out the morning games a little bit? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just bitching now. Yeah. Bears Niners. Yeah, I think the Niners are going to take it. I think it's going to be a close game. I would go under 51.5. That Bears defense is very, very good. I like them a lot, and I think it's at least the most consistent part of the team, which, that offense still, Caleb Williams just has a lot of development left. And that's my thing. Connor Parkinson or Tongas? I'm probably leaning Parkinson. I am leaning Parkinson, I'll be honest. Burrow or Purdy, and is A.J. Brown a safe start in the champ? I would probably lean Burrow today. I would lean Burrow over Purdy. I think Burrow's going to have an easier time against the Cardinals offense than Purdy will against Chicago's defense. I don't think A.J. Brown has been a safe start all season, if we're going to be completely honest. They're getting him the ball more, so he shuts up and is happy, but the Bills defense, they can get hot and cold. Hoping they're hot today. I'm on the Bills. That's where I'm at. Kittle probably not going to play. So do I start Goddard against Buffalo? Ugh. Eddie, thank you for the follow, brother. God, you're probably fine with Goddard. I mean, from what I've been seeing, and please check me if I've just not been watching the same football we're watching. But Jalen Hurts does like to, get Goddard's his safety blanket. Where is he? Let me get the ball out to Goddard. He'll be somewhere near. So K9, Michael Carter, AJ Brown. I'd probably go K9 or Carter, leaning on K9. Stranger Waller. I'd probably go Waller. I think Waller's going to go crazy today. Stevenson or Corum? I'd go Stevenson. Michael Carter or Kincaid at the flex. I think Carter's gonna. His target share's been fine. I'd probably lean Kincaid. Waller or Strange. I'm going Waller there. Las Vegas, the Giants. Are you gonna watch that game, bro? I mean, I'm gonna watch it too. It's only one of 2 games, but I don't know if I'm putting American currency on this one. No, I'm going with the Giants on this one. I like the Giants. Yeah, Las Vegas is just that bad. And Max Crosby's done for the season, so there takes away any threat. Yeah, give me the Giants today. I'm surprised that line's not higher with the with the Crosby news. Opinions on snap count for Cardinals wide. Yeah, Carter's been weird. That backfield's been weird. The Cardinals have been a very, very weird team this year. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, and I don't think they know. I love Jonathan Gannon. I think he's been a fine head coach, but that's the stuff that you want unpredictable isn't what should be unpredictable. You know what? It's crazy. Ellie, thank you. Anytime. Wilson or Diggs? I'm probably leaning Diggs. Is it crazy if I sit JT for Ramondre? I don't think it's crazy. I wouldn't put you in a funny home or anything like that. That Jaguars defense is solid. They can stop the run. Yeah, I think you're good starting Ramondre, especially against that Jets D. You're going to be fine, bro. Under Sam Darnold feeds families. I respect the hell out of that. I do. Thoughts on Taysom Hill? I think he's a dog, but I think he'll get looks today. It's his I don't know. For me, he's just one of those guys. He's either gonna be used all the time, in that game, and he's going to be that safety net for Tyler Shuck, or he's just going to kind of be invisible. So Jacoby T or London. Give me T, give me Jacoby. Niners will beat the Bears tonight. I do agree with you there. I do. The Bears are, they're a house of cards, man. They're a house of cards. Olave or Genti? Give me Olave today. Give me Olave. GBell41, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, dog. But, yeah. Yeah, I like Olave today. Genti, he might get something. This might be like his best game of the season or something. But, wait, didn't they shut him down? I thought they shut Genti down for the season, didn't they? Or am I losing my mind? Okay, he is expected to play. Even then, I don't know. I'm not feeling that. What do I think the Cards will do with Kyler? Oh, Kyler's gone. Kyler is gone. Now, the question then becomes, he's not playing. He has played his last snap for the Arizona Cardinals. That is for sure. The question just becomes, is there anyone we can sucker into this shitty contract? Is there anybody? And if not, I do think at the end of the day, they're going to, eat the dead cap and cut him. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't do anything for us, and he hasn't for a long time. And, we kind of got conned into, signing this contract with his social media and everything like that. That contract happened way too early. And, he only had that one good season under his belt. Now, granted, Trevor Lawrence did the same thing, but he's been through 3 head coaches in his, first 5 years as a starter. Kyler's only been through 2. And one of them was his offensive coordinator from college. Like, let's not forget how much the Cardinals, bent over backwards to make Kyler Murray happy and comfortable and give him all of the tools he needed. Now, don't get me wrong. Did the O-line need to be better? Did this, that, the other? Yeah, absolutely. It's not all on Kyler Murray. But when you start looking at the film, when you start looking at the same mistakes, when you start looking at all of the balls that go into the back of our O-linemen's heads, it starts to get frustrating. And I'm not surprised the Cardinals are moving off of him. And then what do they do at quarterback? Are we going to go into in my opinion, a weaker draft class than, the last year's wasn't that great either. I think next year's might be a little bit better, but who knows? Do we stick with Jacoby for another year? I think Jacoby stays on the roster for sure as that veteran leadership if we do go to the draft. But again, do we go to the draft or do we try to sign someone in free agency and, kind of find that spark in a bottle and give them that second life, like a Sam Darnold, like a Daniel Jones, Jesus. Is that, or a Baker, is that all that needs to happen? Or we just need to bring someone like that in? Or are we just that fucked? We'll trade you Mac Jones. I don't want Mac Jones. That declined. Decline. I ain't taking Mac Jones. That ain't happening. Although I would like to have a quarterback that has a little bit of swagger. Kyler Murray, I mean, bro, I respect the fact that the business was the business and he kept the main thing most of the time when he wasn't playing video games. But, I want, you have a good game. I want you to have a little swagger. Don't get me wrong. Kyler didn't have a lot of great games, but still have that little bit of swagger. Yeah, that's what I do. Parker Washington or Burden? I'm going to lean on Washington today. I'm going to lean Washington. I'm not trusting Burden today against the... I think Burden will be fine. I think he'll get a lot of targets today because Caleb ain't going to know what to do with the ball. Robert Saleh is going to just wreck his ass. He's going to wreck his ass, Caleb's ass. He's going to throw so many exotics and so much bullshit that Caleb's never seen before. It's going to be a rough one. Sit Kittle, start Stevenson or Washington. Give me Stevenson. Bills, Eagles, money line. I'm on the Bills today. I am on the Bills today. I think they win in Highmark. Yeah, Brock's got the swag. Brock's a dog. But you're Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah, you got to have that swag. Yeah, you belong here. No, I know I was last pick in the draft, but yeah, I belong here, dog. That's how it should be, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm on the Bills today. On the Bills, on the Niners, on the Giants, on the Seahawks, on the Patriots, on the Dolphins. I might just stay away from this game because I've flip-flopped twice now this morning, and I flip-flopped earlier this week, so I'm probably just going to stay off, but I think it's going to be a lot closer of a game than people are expecting. On the Saints, on the Steelers. Oh, that line's moving to 4.5 now. I don't mind it. And then I'm on the over in the Cardinals-Bengals game. I think that is going to be D-Wayne88. Thank you for the follow, brother. Hurts, Burrow, or Purdy for 2,000. Jesus. For 2K, that's a nice pot. I would probably lean Burrow if I'm going to be completely honest. I think Burrow has the easiest defense that against out of those three. Who finishes NFC 1 seed? Aye. That's a hard one. That is a hard one. Let me check one thing. Where are they? That's right. Next week against the Niners. I mean, if the Bears can pull a miracle out of their ass this week, I think they will probably end up being the number 1 overall, which would be just wild. But again, Seattle today against the Panthers is probably a dub, and then the Niners going to be a toss-up. I do think Seattle. It'll be somewhere between Seattle and the Bears. I'm probably leaning I am leaning Seattle to wrap it up. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. But yeah, good stuff. Rams Falcons tomorrow. Go ahead, take the Rams. That's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, an absolute bloodbath. Haley Marie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, dog. But all right, guys, that is all the time I have today. I got to go get some stuff done before these games get started. But when the Niners get the 1 seed, we'll see what. Hey, we'll see. Go with May. Go with May. But yeah, I got to go get some stuff done before the game gets started, and gonna go enjoy my Sunday. And I hope you all do the same. Have an incredible rest of your Sunday today. I, of course, have been the Brofict one, AJ. Good luck. God bless. And I'll see you all next time on Degenerate Takes.